A new high school has opened in Granada Hills with a different approach to linking what is learned in the classroom with the outside world. Here's Jack Bryant with the story.
The school is called the Valley Academy of Arts and Sciences and concentrates on teaching performing arts. When students arrived on their third day of school, they were treated to quite a show. High school teachers and staff performing a choreographed dance to pop music may not be what most students see in high school, but it's what these students got on their third day at the brand new Valley Academy of Arts and Sciences. The LAUSD school sits on the campus of the old Granada Hills Hospital near Balboa and Devonshire Boulevards. Dr. Gregory Vallone is the principal of VAAS. He says this new option for education in the community is the most exciting he has worked for.
Talking about connecting the kids with what it is they're learning, actually have them be involved in what it is they're learning and see the real world connections. Our whole school is based on project-based instruction. So the students will be learning the standards, but they'll be learning them through creating projects that they're interested in.
Teachers like Miss GRUNWALD help support Dr. Vallone's vision for project-based instruction.
We're not just stuck in the classroom, sitting behind desks with a PowerPoint in 1492, Columbus did this. We're getting to know each other, and we're going to be a family, and just letting the kids express themselves in different ways. So I think a lot of times our students go into the future completely unprepared for what's going to happen to them. So one thing I do, especially in 12th grade when I teach econ, is I really go through like credit cards and resumes and things like that the kids don't know, so that when they graduate, they can actually survive in the real world.
Student Hunter Thompson says his transition from Granada was seamless.
I expected it to be difficult and stressful and nerve-wracking, but when I came to the school, it was a lot easier than I expected. Everything was smooth. Everybody, all the teachers and students all seemed just in tune with each other, and they were all nice and eager to be learning and educating.
Now, the school only has 9th through 11th grade students. That's because officials didn't want current seniors to switch schools in their final year. VAAS will add a senior class next year and graduate them in 2013. Sarah, back to you.
There's a mixed opinion among CSUN students and alumni concerning the newest yet expensive addition to the campus. Taylor Cage has more on the story.
Students, faculty, and alumni gathered around to admire the Matador statue, the newest addition to California State University Northridge. The unveiling brought cheers and smiles among the crowd. The statue alone cost an estimated $150,000. With the crisis in budget cuts and CSU tuition rising, CSUN student Eric Anderson believes funding could have gone to a better use.
I definitely think that the $150,000 should have gone for books or facility services or anything at the university besides this.
All funding was donated by students, CSUN alumni, and donors. Dr. Marcel Vasquez says state funding didn't contribute to the statue.
Financial support from alumni, from students, from businesses, from those who are passionate about Northridge.
I think that students need classes more than a statue. Right now, if you don't have graduates, you're not going to have spirit. Like that's why we're coming to college, so we can get education.
But Sharon Smith explains this isn't her first time donating to CSUN.
No, we donate often, and our daughter is the Associate Director of Alumni, so she kind of pulls us in.
Here behind me are the names of all the alumni and donors that funded the Matador statue. It is still debatable amongst current students and alumni if funding the statue was a good idea. In Northridge, I'm Taylor Cage, reporting for Valley View News.
A major U.S. meat packer has extended its recall of ground turkey after more batches tested positive for salmonella. Cargill Incorporated recalled 185,000 pounds of ground turkey last week after already recalling 36 million pounds last month. This turkey is linked to an outbreak of salmonella that is resistant to antibiotics. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention says 77 people, 26 states have reported illnesses. Cargill's packages are labeled under various brands, including Cargill's Honeysuckle White, H-E-B, and Kroger. All recalled packages are labeled with the code EST-P963.
Construction of the second phase of the Expo line is starting in Santa Monica. Executive Director Rick Thorpe says Phase 1 was overly tough and he feels much better about Phase 2. The second phase has a new set of contractors and a budget of $1.5 billion. There is also a larger contingency fund to handle unforeseen costs. Officials hope to have the full line open in 2015.
CrossFit is a strength and conditioning program used by many police academies, military special operation units, and other physically demanding jobs. Valley View's Courtney Clavon checked out Santa Clarita's CrossFit program to find out what it's all about.
These people are warming up before their CrossFit workout. At CrossFit Santa Clarita, the workout starts when everyone's warmed up and the music begins. These people start the workout of the day, or WOD. This day's workout begins with 5 hang power cleans, then they move on to 10 standard CrossFit push-ups. Finally, members have to finish the set with 15 box jumps. Everyone in the class repeats these sets within the 15-minute time limit to see how many they can complete. These WODs turn workout into sport and allow people to post their scores on the gym's whiteboard. Former stunt woman and CrossFit trainer TERRI CADIENTE explains how the program is a mixture of different exercises.
CrossFit it's amazing because we specialize in not specializing, which means that everything, every sport, every kind of activity, power lift, Olympic lifting, it's all brought to one place, and we get to cross over into all the different experiences of different exercises. It makes it really cool.
CADIENTE also trains students in a one-on-one setting to give them private lessons on core strength. As the workout of the day nears the 15-minute mark, the level of difficulty is displayed on their faces. But the program does allow members to take breaks and go at their own pace. Trainer MANN says he likes the level of difficulty of CrossFit and how it will prepare him for his future career.
I started working out with CrossFit just because my cousin worked up at Camp 9, and he told me about this new kind of workout they were doing, and at the time I wanted to be either a cop or a firefighter, so I knew that I needed to step up my workout.
Jill Melton is a trainer in progress and agrees that CrossFit can be difficult. She says people should not feel discouraged because everyone there helps each other out.
It's the most incredible workout, but more so than that, it's the environment, the atmosphere. Everybody just cheers everybody on. It doesn't matter if you have not ever worked out or are an extreme athlete. It's for everybody.
Another member of the CrossFit family is Brandon STEIN, and he says he enjoys the program because it keeps him healthy while also challenging him.
You know, I'm 32 years old, and I just want to get myself in shape for my kids. And I like something that's very aggressive, and this is definitely it.
STEIN is one of the newest members to CrossFit and says if he can do it, anyone can. CrossFit members range from professional athletes to grandparents and even children. This program is practiced worldwide and has its annual CrossFit Games where competitors can win over $25,000. To find out more about this program, go to CrossFit.com. In Santa Clarita, I'm Courtney Clavon for Valley View News.
The only surviving Russian hockey player from a plane crash died last Monday. The accident killed 43 of his fellow passengers, including 2 former pro players from Southern California. Hockey player Alexander Golimov died at a surgery center, according to hospital officials. He had been suffering from severe burns. 2 other hockey players, former Los Angeles Kings forward Pavlov Dimitra and former Anaheim Ducks defenseman Ruslan Saleh, were among those killed in the crash in Russia. It was a wild weekend of upsets in the NFL as the 2011 season started with a bang. The first Sunday of the NFL season kicked off on the 10th anniversary of 9/11. Each game honored the heroes and those who lost their lives in the September 11 terrorist attacks. Players and coaches wore a ribbon patch on their jerseys commemorating the anniversary. Many of last season's playoff teams experienced a rude awakening in lopsided opening week loss, including the AFC champion Pittsburgh Steelers. A few records were made, including rookie quarterback Cam Newton's Panthers debut, throwing for 422 yards, surpassing Peyton Manning's rookie record for most passing yards on opening day. The Dodgers fell 8-1 against the Giants, but their spirits are still high. The baseball club has won 15 of their last 19 games. Their past 10 games included 3 come-from-behind victories. Dodgers manager Don Mattingly says he is proud of the team. The Arizona Diamondbacks are the only team playing better than the Boys in Blue. They have won 16 of their last 19 games. Serena Williams has lost her temper again at the U.S. Open. The last time Williams played in the tournament, she swore at a lineswoman that made a controversial call. This time, the tennis star lashed out at a tennis official, calling her a hater and a loser. The official called Williams for a code violation because of her action on court. Lakers guard and president of the NBA Players Association, Derek Fisher, denies texting on the NBA player lockout. A Sports Illustrated writer reported Fisher texted numerous NBA players about lockout negotiations. Fisher says he has only encouraged players to be ready for a season and never talked about labor negotiations. Communication between players and team personnel is subject to a $1 million fine. That's all for sports. Back to you.
Coming up next in entertainment, a new show hits the CW, and we'll have this weekend's box office numbers.